I am Kalonji Gilchrist, Executive Director of 21 Dreams Arts and Culture, and also Creative Director of Card Creative Production Company. I'm a native Montgomery, Alabamian, a native son of the South. And, I spent my entire life here. Some of it was by choice, and then some was by circumstance. The oldest son, oldest grandson, and all of those things. So a lot of responsibilities fell on me. I started a family early and all of those things. But saying that to say that I understand the politics and the city, the state that I live in. I understand how it affects my people, Black males, especially those that come from, urban areas. I understand all of that. That was my path, and still challenges me today, and even in the business and in the nonprofit sector. I fell in love with storytelling at a young age. I've always been enamored with music and visuals to music, but also in how stories are being told through a Black lens, right? While I lived in the South, these stories allowed me to connect with others around the U.S. and internationally that were dealing with some of the same things that I dealt with, different experiences. I realized that art is an entry point into communities. I understood the impact and how these stories and connecting to people really move people to make changes or to persuade them or whatever the entertain them, all of those things. So I understood the power of arts and storytelling. When I made the decision to stay in Montgomery, I wanted to leave this space better than what it was, how I found it. In doing that, I started a nonprofit organization. A lot of the work that we do is rooted in community, and that's in both the nonprofit organization, 21 Dreams Arts and Culture, as well as Card Creative. We tell stories that are community-centered, giving voice and visualization to authentic experiences, historical events, and emerging narratives. We find ourselves operating a lot in the social change area because of those things, because we're rooted in the South, and because the organization exists in the South. And because we have those barriers that still exist, that's been here since I grew up here, right? So if I'm leaving this space better than how I found it or how it was left for me, then I can't help but to be a change maker, right? I can't help but to be connected to what change looks like. And so as an artist and understanding the impact that art has to start these conversations, to emotionally connect people to situations that they may not relate to, but also those that they can relate to, so they can, there's this community building aspect of what we do, right? And we use arts to build community, connect community, to influence and motivate people to get involved. So the ReFrame event is something that aligns perfectly with some of our initiatives that we have right now. And this one particular initiative is a collaboration between my organization, the King's Canvas, and Michelle Browder and her organization. It's called We Create Change Alabama, right? We use art as the voice, from a creative lens to engage people, to pull them in